My mum just started saying things like, "Oh, I wouldn't mind if I had a daughter who was a lesbian."
In a way, when I came out, my mother stole my thunder completely by outing my father to me.
I guess my coming out story begins at the moment that I fell in love with a girl for the first time.
Coming out stories from inspiring LGBTQ+ people today. Rosie will be.
It was all sort of quite jolly, and she would be digging out volumes of lesbian poetry and reciting it to me and my dad over the tea table. We wanted to celebrate being different and changing the narrative about how we wanted to live and be. And we wanted to be accepted as rebellious and we enjoyed being outsiders because we had a certain freedom to do things differently. And we wanted people to come and embrace that.
Hannah Von Vliet.
There's still a way higher rate of violence against LGBTQ people, even in the Netherlands. I live in Amsterdam, and we are considered one of the most open-minded countries or cities in the world, and we were the first to legalize gay marriage 20 years ago. But here it's also happening. I mean, a trans woman was killed 2 weeks ago in the Netherlands.
Patrick Gale.
I was 21. I had just finished my first novel, which was a very, very gay novel called The Aerodynamics of Pork. And I'd given a copy to my mother to read. And it was my not terribly subtle way of forcing her into having the conversation, finally. I gave her this book to read, and about halfway through the meal, I said, "So what did you think of the book?" Without drawing breath, she just said, "Well, darling, I think it was very funny and sweet and rather sad. And, I've given it to your father to read because I think it'll help him come to terms with himself."
AJ Clementine.
There was nothing really to follow. I didn't know how to transition. I didn't know anybody that was also transitioning. There was no one to tell me how to start and all that kind of stuff like that. I just focused on doing it myself, and I knew that my parents wouldn't have any idea of what that meant or have any knowledge of it. So I just feel like I couldn't really involve them in it. But I guess like the real discussion with them was when it came to me bringing up wanting gender confirmation surgery.
OUTcast Season 2 is coming out on Monday the 28th of February 2022. And Season 1 is out now, available to stream on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, or wherever you usually listen to your podcasts. Follow us on social media at OutcastLGBT and find us online at outcastpod.com. I'm your host, Rosie Pentreath. I do hope you can join us.